Okay, this is going to be a weird video. It's going to be weird because in some ways I reflect the people that I'm talking about. Okay? So here we go. Are you brainwashed by the people that you watch on YouTube? Do you not have a grasp on reality? Or do you think your deer are special because your deer do things that other people's deer don't do? Or maybe they just don't talk about it. So here we go. You're a deer hunter. You hunt in one area most of your life. You're familiar with the geography. You're familiar with the foliage, deer habits, what happens when deer get pressured. But that is only particular to the area that you live in. Yes, it's only that area. No. Deer get conditioned to certain stimulus. Okay? If you're in Iowa, okay, and the deer is going to cross a field in daylight during the gun season, after it's been bumped, is it just going to walk across that field? Or is it going to cross that field at high speed? Okay? Chances are it's going to cross that field at very high speed. Now, put a deer in Pennsylvania. It gets bumped. It's going to cross a cornfield. Is that deer going to walk across that cornfield? Or is it probably going to go across that cornfield at high speed? Any answers? I got one. They go across at very high speed a lot of times. How about this one? You're in Missouri. There's a lot of hunters around. There's some nice dark pine thickets. Do you think there might be deer in there? Yeah, probably. Now, put yourself in New Hampshire. There's hunters around. It's gun season. Guys are walking, driving, still hunting and stuff. You find a pine thicket. Do you think there's a chance that those deer are going to hole up in that pine thicket? Deer are deer. How about this one? You're out west. I mean, you're out west. You're hunting for whitetails in Idaho. Okay? Deer are in dark timber at times, or at the bottom of brushy draws, and they stay there most of the day in seclusion. What do you suppose a deer does in a similar situation somewhere else in the country? They do the same thing. That's what I'm getting at. Guys are going to tell you that their situation is special because of where I live. Okay? I live in Michigan. No, I don't live in Michigan. But they could say that I live in Michigan and there's really heavy hunting pressure. Well, guess what? There's really heavy hunting pressure in Ohio and Pennsylvania and a lot of states that rival their numbers in the way of licenses sold or available land to hunt. There's people that say that, you know what, there's no real hunting pressure in Iowa. But based on the amount of land there is to hunt, even with the less tags that are sold, yeah, those deer get pushed around pretty good. Again, their deer are not special. So if you feel like your deer are special somehow because, well, they get a little bit of pressure and they stay in bedding areas a little bit longer, or they don't like walking in open hardwoods, they're no different than what other guys are putting up with everywhere else. You see, a deer is a deer is a deer. It's got the same biological functions. Sure, there's going to be some little nuances, But overall, a deer and its movement is shaped by the cover and the habitat it lives in and the input of pressure. That's why a good hunter can go anywhere and kill a deer, because they understand that. They don't think that this situation is special. Well, unless you're completely surrounded by water and trying to hunt an island or something that's, like Anacostia Island up in Canada, or we're having to wade through miles of marsh and waders and stuff like that, I'll give it to you. That's a little bit different. But I can already tell you, deer are going to bed on the high ground, on the little high spots and stuff like that. It's deer habits. Only the habitat changes. So, learn about deer and deer habits. Maybe stop listening to some of these people that are on YouTube just to make money, because I can tell you, I'm not making a bundle on YouTube here. I just like talking about deer hunting. Till next time, I'm Steve.